In blue, yeah. It was
Sorry,
the
I
fucking
messed
blue
up.
and purple. So very important that you guys understand is that whenever you start like this, you gotta set up the lapels. What I do is, as he's posturing, I want to break his posture here, and I'm gonna begin to open up his gi here. Okay, he repostures. Okay, so grab the gi here. Go 1, 2. That's not enough. It comes out even more here. Okay, I'm gonna wait. Okay, until he begins to posture. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep control of his posture here, and I'm pulling on this lapel. The lapel consists of 2 parts. Parts that are around the neck and the skirt, okay? If I pull too much here, it's the skirt. If I pull too much here, it's not enough skirt. There's this point where you can pull at an angle that uses both the back, the skirt, and the actual collar, okay, the lapel. This is a belt around your neck. So before I feed anything, I need him to commit. So I'm just pulling hard enough to keep breaking his posture. He's gonna start posturing, okay, probably with that right hand. Yes, right here. And now I'm gonna feed my lapel, the lapel arm trap, where I'm going to hand it off. Not here, not like this, but in like a tricep extension, so I can have maximum pull down. Here, I don't have pull down. I have this. Because even here, for him to lift his head, he feels it, okay? And I feel the tension here. I want to feed it to my hand, okay? At the arm, where the elbow bends. I don't want to feed it here, because he can still pull his arm back or out, okay? I want to feed it here, and I want to move my head there, so my thumb goes down and my wrist is connected here. So as I grip here and I rotate it up, I immediately go here for the deadbolt, and I lift this arm up in the air. Okay, both. He tries to pull his arm back. It's tough. As I begin to set it on my right side here, move my hips out and get a high grip. Okay, this is super tight. Okay, the only way he can remove his right arm is to loop it under my arm, but he shouldn't be able to do that. Okay, as I'm breaking his posture, now he's got to use that right arm for posture. Okay, I can reset this deadbolt. The deadbolt has to be as close to your wrist, and then your left elbow has to be higher than your right. So it's one unit right here. So I'm pushing his arm up in a bend. See, I'm keeping it bent. He moves it back. Okay, I can drive him forward to the right, set him here, grab his face, and then get high grip. Okay. So we're here. He starts to posture here. Starts to try to maybe pass right here. 1, 2, 3. Lift. And you see I'm directing it to the right as my hips go to the left. I just set it down here, go here. And if I see him doing that right there, I can immediately begin to work triangles here because his arm is getting stuck inside. I want to be here with my knee in the face of his male cervix. Right here. Okay, my hand immediately going for his tricep because he's going to want to posture up. He's going to want to try to pull that arm back. Okay, yes, right there. And I want to leave him a little space right here for his head to come out so that I can guide that here and I can begin to grab his head. Look at what my right leg is. It's doing the same thing as we did with the sweeps. It's pushing him all balanced that way, and so is my left leg that's over the head. So I'm pushing him this way here. I cannot leave this leg behind. What's it saying in the Marines, Justin? No man left behind, no leg left behind. As I want to spur, I don't want to do this, because when you point, you think of extending this way. I want to clamp and lift my hip. Very difficult to lift my hip here because my foot's almost cramping. I want to here, push and lift my hip here because he's not pulling this arm out. Try to pull your arm out, you can't get it, okay? Now my free hand goes from the head to the arm, I'm lifting the hip, and it's a done deal. So how I want you guys to feed it is where your hand would go. I don't want you to feed up here and have to readjust it because it's a feed. So go ahead. 1, 2, 3. Lift, set, and now you're here. Okay. Tap. As I'm pulling it across my body, my hips are moving to the left. I'm pulling it to the right. You see how I feed it here even? Look, it's a stiff arm. I go underneath here, and I begin to bend it right here. As I pull them to the right, my hips move to the left. I can put my foot on the hip. Here, I can pull my foot on the mat, scoot out, even better. Here, down, you know, and then still try. Wait, you done? Yeah, right there. Good. So we're here. So posturing here. 1, 2, 3. And we're here. And I immediately start pulling the tricep. The thing is that he shouldn't want to just sit here with the broken posture. If he does, you have this hand, you can begin to pull it in like a key lock right here. He's going to want to pull this arm out. He's going to have to posture. Yes, right there. So see, he extends his arm. And I'm pulling it, and I'm actually rotating it this way. Okay? Because what's going to happen to see, he's fully extended with that left arm. He needs a step. Typically, they go to the shoulder. Left hand goes to the shoulder. Yes. To push, see, now it's bent. Now he can push himself up. And I'll let him push himself through that little hole. And then there's your arm lock right there. Okay? Okay? The whole thing, to lure him, I'm going to make this elbow bend here. Tricep here. My left elbow and left knee are connected, and I'm pushing his head down with my left arm. My left elbow and left knee are connected as I'm creating pressure downward. He wants the post. Yes, one. Yeah, push it. I'll let, yes, you see how you found that hole? Now we're ahead of him. Because you set that hole up for him to stick his head through. Okay? Time to screw that hole. When you do it all in motion, go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. Right. Pull and pull. It comes very naturally here. I don't want your foot to be here because you can still step you forward. Good. I want your foot to be here. So you're cranking his head right around the Yamakizel area here. Okay? And now the free hand, go to this wrist and lift your hip. If he keeps falling, kick him over. And then still finish the arm. Okay, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. The feet is very important. So getting the fish on a hook and a tight enough line. If you're too loose, you're never going to reel it in. Go with similar sizes, guys. Yeah, Mike, we're working with Webb and the purple belts there. There you go. Sorry, dear. Sorry, dear. No, but just as a good partner. Scoot your hip out to the left. You're too flat. You pull it to the right. The hand has to pull it to the right. Your arm pull to the right. Bring your elbow down to the mat, basically. And see how you're flat. Cassie, turn to your right side. And move your hip out. Yes. Yes. There you go. Yes, right there. Now with your left hand, reach over her head. Over her head. That's not over her head. Over.